Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOC fans slam thirsty Alexis Bellino after empathy dig. RHOC fans are slamming a very thirsty Alexis Bellino after she made an empathy dig regarding Shannon Beador. The two have not seen eye to eye all of season 19, and it has to do with a multitude of reasons. So, why is Alexis catching heat once again? Keep reading for all of the details. Alexis Bellino was a questionable choice to return to RHOC this season. She had been a full-time cast member from seasons 5 through 8 and then exited. When she was away, she divorced her husband, Jim Bellino, got engaged, called that off, and then found a new love. That new love happened to be John Jansen, who dated her RHOC replacement, Shannon Beador, for several years. The two had broken up right before the season 17 reunion and then briefly reconciled. That ended after Shannon's DUI, and he moved on to Alexis. Bringing Alexis back as a friend was interesting because she had just made up with Tamra Judge, whom Shannon was no longer friends. More so, she and Heather Dubrow had formed a friendship, and then there was the John dynamic. Many fans felt Bravo was kicking Shannon when she was down. Immediately, Alexis came in hot and heavy, fiercely defending her Johnny J, and eventually saying they had damaging footage of Shannon. She was then not invited on Shannon's London trip and was very hurt. Recently, she was asked about having empathy toward Shannon. That did not go over so well, as Alexis Bellino and John Jansen feel that they have gotten the short end of the stick. Fans do not like them and think they have been blackmailing and unnecessarily torturing Shannon. According to Monsters and Critics, the couple was at the Us Weekly's Reality Star of the Year award show. Alexis was then asked this: "Do you have anything empathy for Shannon?" To that, she replied, No, hold on. Does anyone have empathy for me? What about me?" That brings up the bigger question as why should anyone have any empathy for her? She had a list. "I had to be on the show, just lost my mom, wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping, was barely getting out of bed, filmed a show, and still put on my big girl panties to go film with his ex-girlfriend." These reasons did not sit well with RHOC fans. After this came out, RHOC fans felt that Alexis Bellino had little to no leg to stand on. She chose to return to the show. No one forced her, so her playing the victim was not working. She didn't have to be on any show. She made that decision. "Girl, just quit the show. We are not forcing you to be here. The fame thirst is out of control. You didn't have to film with her, you chose to. Shannon is a regular, she had to film. I beg your finest pardon. Choices were made. You get no empathy when you literally went to full attack mode. You made it personal when it had nothing to do with you." Clearly, no one is standing up for Alexis or John, and some hoped she would see these comments. She did not have to like Shannon, but she also did not have to beat her down to defend John, seems to be the general consensus. It didn't take long for Alexis Bellino, the former Real Housewives of Orange County star, to find herself embroiled in controversy once again, and this time, it wasn't about her past lavish lifestyle or her dramatic relationship history. Instead, Alexis' recent comment on social media about empathy has sparked an uproar among the fanbase, with many accusing her of being thirsty for attention and deeply out of touch. Alexis, who left RHOC back in 2013, has mostly stayed under the radar, popping up every now and then for small interviews, Instagram updates, and the occasional reality TV headline. While she's no stranger to backlash, her tenure on the show saw its fair share of catfights, judgy whispers, and accusations of fakeness. Her latest move may have crossed a line with fans who are now calling her out for hypocrisy and insensitivity. The empathy dig that lit the fire. It all started innocently enough. Alexis, known for her Christian faith and Jesus Jugs nickname on the show, shared a post on her Instagram about the importance of empathy in today's world. The post featured an image of a peaceful beach sunset, the words "Practice Empathy" written in elegant cursive across it. Her caption read, "In a world filled with so much division and chaos, it's more important than ever to lead with love and empathy. We all need to show more kindness. If we could just understand each other's struggles and hearts better, the world would be a much better place." On the surface, this seems like a simple, feel-good message. However, it didn't sit well with a large portion of RHOC fans, who were quick to point out Alexis' often contradictory behavior during her time on the show. One fan quickly responded, "Empathy? You were on RHOC for 4 seasons and never showed an ounce of empathy toward anyone. You looked down on the other women and acted like you were better than them. What a joke." Another chimed in, "Did you just learn about empathy? Because that sure wasn't the vibe you were giving off back in your Orange County days." The comment section exploded. What was meant to be a positive, uplifting post quickly turned into a battleground of RHOC history, with fans recalling specific moments from the show where Alexis, in their eyes, had shown the complete opposite of empathy. The thirsty accusations. Adding fuel to the fire were accusations that Alexis was only making the post to stay relevant. Since her departure from RHOC, she has not had the same media spotlight as some of her fellow castmates, such as Tamra Judge or Heather Dubrow, who have remained in the public eye through various ventures. Alexis is just thirsty for attention. She's not even on TV anymore, and now she's preaching empathy. "This feels like a desperate grab for likes and engagement," one commenter wrote. Another added, "We all know what this is about, getting back in the headlines. She's just hoping Bravo will call her back for another season." Many fans felt that Alexis' post was a calculated move, hoping to tap into the current cultural moment of spreading positivity and kindness, while simultaneously boosting her online presence. "I smell a PR move," said one fan. "This is what all the former housewives do when they want to be relevant again, post something deep and meaningful, but it's really just so they can get people talking about them." Revisiting Alexis' past on RHOC, it didn't take long for fans to start dredging up old episodes, replaying moments that painted Alexis in a not-so-empathetic light. During her time on RHOC, Alexis was often seen as self-righteous, judgmental, and materialistic. Her devotion to her Christian faith was a recurring theme, but many viewers felt that she used it more as a shield for her behavior than a genuine guide for her actions. One of the standout moments that fans highlighted was Alexis' strained relationship with the other women, particularly Heather Dubrow. In Season 7, tensions between the two reached a boiling point, with Heather frequently calling Alexis out for being phony and self-absorbed. Fans were quick to point out the irony. "Heather literally called you phony to your face, and now you're on here preaching empathy? What about all the times you were mean and rude to the other housewives?" Alexis' clashes with Tamra Judge were also a hot topic. The two often butted heads, with Tamra famously accusing Alexis of acting holier than thou, while simultaneously flaunting her extravagant lifestyle. The accusations of materialism, combined with her less-than-charitable attitude towards others, had many fans questioning whether Alexis had truly embraced the empathy she was now championing. Alexis fires back. As the comment section continued to grow more hostile, Alexis eventually responded. Rather than offering a heartfelt apology or acknowledgement of her past behavior, she doubled down on her message, insisting that her post came from a genuine place. "I'm sorry if some of you can't see the growth and change in people," she wrote in a follow-up comment. "I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. I've learned a lot and have made it my mission to spread positivity and love. If that bothers you, maybe it's time to reflect on your own actions." Her response only intensified the backlash. Some fans accused her of being defensive, while others felt that her comment lacked the very empathy she was promoting. So much for practicing what you preach. Maybe it's time you reflect on your actions before telling others to, one fan shot back. The fallout. As of now, Alexis hasn't deleted the post or turned off the comments, but the debate continues to rage on. While some of her loyal fans have come to her defense, praising her for spreading a positive message, the overwhelming sentiment seems to be one of frustration. Many feel that Alexis' words ring hollow, given her history on RHOC, and see her post as a transparent attempt to claw her way back into the spotlight. Whether this controversy will die down or snowball into something bigger remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. Alexis Bellino has once again found herself at the center of RHOC drama, whether she intended to or not.